Thank you for joining us as we explore a topic that impacts many families: investing in education. As we know, education can be a powerful tool for unlocking future earning potential. The World Bank reports that individuals with tertiary education can earn up to 2.5 times more than those without. A crucial consideration given South Africa's youth unemployment rate of 66.5%. I'm thrilled to have Nicola Langridge, a financial advisor and mom from Private Client Holdings, with us today. Nicola is an expert in financial planning and has helped countless families set and achieve their financial goals. She'll be sharing some practical insights to help you fund your children's education effectively. Nicola, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's jump right in. When investing in education, parents often focus on how much they need to save, not how it aligns with their financial goals. So how can parents approach investments with a goals-based mindset?
Okay, so at Private Client Holdings, we follow a goals-based approach to wealth management for every kind of conversation. So in your first meeting with me, you set out your goals regarding retirement, your lifestyle, and often with parents of children or parents planning, couples planning to have children, education forms a big part of that conversation. And so once all the goals have been set out, we look at what assets you have available, what income you have available to meet those goals. We work out a plan that will serve the goals. And then once that plan's put into action, it's important to meet with your wealth manager quite often to make sure that that plan is reviewed, because life doesn't happen in a straight line. Things happen, plans change, goals change.
Especially with kids.
So it's important to review that goal quite often.
That's a great point. I think aligning your education investments with your broader financial goals, it's often easy to think of them almost in isolation. Many parents balance several financial goals at the same time. So saving for their education, saving for retirement, even trying to buy a home. How can they prioritize these goals without sacrificing their ability to fund their children's education?
So here's where it's important to get an advisor involved to help you sort through these goals. What we tend to do is rank the goal in order of importance. So your first and most important goal will be your lifestyle and retirement, your roof over your head, your food, medical costs. Like when you're in an airplane and they're doing that emergency chat where they say put the oxygen mask on yourself, it's exactly the same. You're going to prioritize that lifestyle goal first. And then with parents, the second most important goal that comes up is education, with things like travel or legacy being kind of lower down the line. And then once you've ranked the goals and you know what income or asset requirement you have for each of those goals, then you're looking at what do you have available and what is affordable and what can we assign to those different goals. And often you're not going to be able to put away what we've worked out for each goal because it's just not within your means. And in that case, you put away what you can. And when we adjust these goals every year, there's going to be times where you can put away a little bit more. There's going to be bonuses paid out. There's going to be years that you can't put as much away. So that's why it's important to check in once a year, see where you're at, see what the amount is that you need to be putting away now that the investments have grown and circumstances have changed. So it's an ongoing process with your advisor.
And I think that's important. I think people tend to think that from a goals perspective, there's like this goalpost and this winning, this line that they need to cross, when actually it's constantly changing. And we know with kids that changes more frequently than not. Now for the big question, Nicola. When should parents ideally start investing in their children's education? How does starting earlier versus starting later impact their goals? And for parents who might have started a little bit too late, is there still hope for them?
Well, obviously, you'd like to start as early as possible. I mean, while you're pregnant, it's a great time. What starting earlier means is that your contributions are more manageable. It's smaller amounts needing to put away on a monthly basis. It also means that the time horizon is longer, which means that compounding comes into effect, where the returns of your investment actually start to generate their own returns, which is great. It also means that you can get a bigger allocation to growth assets like equities, and those tend to perform better over time. If you haven't started, if you've left it a little bit later, there is still hope. It just means a lot more discipline. It means putting a bigger sum away every month. And because that horizon is now shorter, we need to start looking at including more shorter term investments like fixed interest or bonds and less exposure to volatile markets like equities.
And I think that's where a financial advisor is critical, just to help you navigate that space, especially if you started a little bit later. It's encouraging to know that there you can still find some success, even if you're starting to plan later. And I imagine that it could be reassuring for parents who might feel like they've maybe missed that window. Nicola, thank you so much for sharing such valuable insights today. You've highlighted that setting clear financial goals and understanding how to align them with the right investment strategies can make the process of saving for education a little more manageable. For parents watching, now is the time to assess your financial circumstances and explore the options available to you. Consulting with a financial advisor can help you craft a plan that fits your family's unique needs and ensures you're on the right path to securing your children's education.